Everything is new, like education. Alex's playlist on the channel Chris Vishuk. Hello guys, today you're gonna see an education about rotary phones. Now what does the word rotary mean? Well, it's an old-fashioned dial that uses pulse dialing and has a finger stopper. Now let me show you it really. Now this is how it looks. Now this will look like this on the phone. And that's basically it. Well, this is the time to do it. Rotary phones were made first in cars. But why cars? Well, because it was singular tech first. But they were focusing this in an old year. But why could it be an old year except the new year? Which is like in 2020. Well, companies wanted to make everything singular because because some people want to go to the other room and talk, and usually they trip after they go longer and their phone will break. Why are wires needed in the past? In the past, first phones with landline were able to carry the information through copper wire, which is preferred as to telephone lines. Yup, these telephone lines can carry any of this data. But if you use any of the other analog data, the analog data would just look like this. But actually, digital data looks very similar to it, but in square waves. Now let's separate them out using a converter box. These converter boxes usually are included with television. But we're not going to talk about television right now because we're talking about telephones. Yeah. Daddy! Stop. Sorry, my dad was just calling me for this time. Ugh! So really, these times, rotary phones? No, not the best option. But there were best options in the past, in the cellular phones and cars, which oftenly preferred every time on car waste, but though every time this had to be a perpendicular thing, you might know that cars look very old these days. Yep, and they did. Now, these cars were old and they used gasoline. But now they're running, but from gasoline. Is now changing to lithium-ion batteries. That's usually. Oh, what the heck is this? Closing my door. So lithium-ion batteries were back invented in 1991. And they're 2 1s and 2 9s. Very weird, right? That's why lithium-ion batteries, there were like hundreds of lithiums. There were hundreds of lithium ions. But with this lithium ion cell, we can check out all these procedures. These cells provide high power or demand, so it might overcome the capital cost hurdle in the future. Oh, sorry guys. I'm trying to make it. As you can see, this lithium-ion cell will be soon made in the future by the future company also. You might not realize that this future company also will become real in the future days. Also will make cars, some new cars, and they will look different. Smartphones, which will kind of look like Samsung phones. Oh. And definitely tablets, which are bigger smartphones. The tablets have been overcome, but tablets were not the best option because it might hurt your hand after holding it so long. While you're working on it so long, it can hurt your hand or leg. That's why scientists had to overcome this issue with smaller tablets called phones. With these phones, you could overcome your hand while holding it because it's much smaller and comfier. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day. Can you write the X? Well, Dead Alex playlist.